Hey guys, EnigmaCoinCollector here, and I'm back with another nickel hunt. It's from Bank of America, and I thought, let's do a little bit of a Bank of America box competition. I got these boxes at two different Bank of Americas, and since it's Bank of America, we'll label this box B of A. So this is box B, this is box A. Now, I already had to crack box A to make sure they were circulated rolls, and they are. So we do have circulated nickels, but I thought it'd be kind of fun to see which bank produces better. So I'm gonna put a card in the video now. You let me know, which box do you think is gonna do better? Box A or box B? Don't worry about this. Just a little gardening accident that happened over the weekend, but we're all good. All right, now that you had time to vote, let's go ahead and get started with box A and see what we got. I'm all set up. Wanna know what we're looking for? It's all listed right here. Buffalo nickels, Silver War nickels, key dates, semi-key dates, errors and varieties, foreigns, you name it. Anything interesting and cool, we're gonna pull it out and see what we got. All right, now it's time to start box A of B of A and see what it has. We're on roll 2. Roll 1 had a 2009 P. Roll 2 has an old Jefferson. We have a 1938, and I did not flip it. It was facing this way, so if we've got a mint mark, we've got a key date nickel, and we are in business. I don't think there's a mint mark there. Nope, but still, a first-year Jefferson in the box, and an 09. That is a very good sign. We'll keep hunting. We'll keep adding to the board. Roll number 4, and we're going to have our first 50s nickel of the box, and it is a 56 out of Denver. Same roll, we've got another 50s, but this one is a 1955, and if we don't get a mint mark, we're going to get a semi-key date early in the box. We've got a D. Still a cool find. Sometimes you want the mint marks, sometimes you don't. We're on roll 7, and we've got another 30s Jefferson. This time it's a 1939. Let's hope for a mint mark. No mint mark, no key date, but still, two 30s in 7 rolls is pretty good. Roll 8, we've got another 50s in the box. This time it's another 1956 out of Denver. Roll 9, and we've got another 1956, chewed up on the back out of Philly, I think. Roll number 11, and we've got a 1957 out of Philly. Roll 12, and we've got a 1958 Denver. Roll number 18, we have our first foreign of the box finally, and it's a Bermuda coin, 1996, that cool fish. Nice. Roll number 20, and I see a 57 peeking out of Denver. Roll 21, and we've got our 8th 50s nickel of the box. Okay, yeah, I thought that was a 38 there for a second, but that is a 58. And that is out of Denver. Just opened roll 22. And we made 5 cents. If I can get it out. We have a dime. 2010 P. Hitchhiker in this roll. Roll 23. We've got a 1952 out of Philly. Oldest 50s of the box so far. Same roll, and we finally have our first 40s of the box. It's a 1948. I don't see a mint mark. If there was an S there, that'd be a semi-key date, but there's some gunk there. I'll wipe it off. If I see anything, I'll bring you back. If not, you'll know it's just a 48P. Roll 25 of the box, so we're halfway through the hunt, and we have another 50s nickel. I believe this is number 11, 1953. out of Philly. No mint mark. Roll 26. We've got our second 40s nickel of the box finally. For a while there we had more 30s than 40s, but it's a 47 out of Philly. I just laid roll 27 down, and I see two finds peeking up. This was almost an ender. This is a 1940 out of Philly. Looks like a metal detecting find, possibly. And yeah, this one. It's a 1946 out of Philly. So we're filling up the board. Still no silver, still no buffaloes. Let's keep going. Roll 29 laid out, and this popped up. 1946 out of Philly. Roll 33, and we have a 1959 out of Denver. Still on the same roll, and we have a 1941 out of Philly. Roll 34. Hello, Buffalo. We have a Buffalo in the box. No mint mark, of course. Not bad detail on the back. You can read everything, you can see everything. Will we get a date? We will. 1936 P Buffalo in the box. That is nice. Cannot get upset whenever you find a Buffalo in the box. And that's our first big find. So we have our first big find. The Buffalo's going there. Let's see what else we can get. Next roll, roll 35, and we've got a 1940 nickel out of Philly. Same roll, and we've got another 40s. This is our 8th of the box, and this is a 1947, also out of Philly. Roll 36, and we've got a 1942. 42 is a transition year for silver. This could be nickel still. I don't think it's got the silver look. Let's find out on the back. If it was silver, it'd have a giant mint mark there. It doesn't. It's a 42p non-silver war nickel, but still another find. Our 9th 40s of the box. Roll number 38. We've got a penny. So between the dime and the penny, we're up by 1 cent. 1986 zinc penny. Same roll as that penny, and we have a 50s nickel in the box. A 1956 out of Philly. Roll 39. We have another 1959. This makes 13 50s so far in the box, minted in Denver. Roll 40, and we have our 14th 50s nickel of the box. That's a 53S. Nice. Don't think we have any errors of varieties to check for. 53S. Nope, not seeing anything, but still, an S mint mark is pretty cool. Same roll, and we've got a 51. This could be a semi-key date with an S. It's just a Denver, but still, gonna add it to the board. It counts. Roll 41. We've got a 1948 here. We get an S for a semi-key date. Oh! Boom! Yes, we can. That, my friends, is a 1948 S. And that is a semi-key date. I think something like 13 million minted. Hang on, let me grab the red book. Would like to be as accurate as possible. I was wrong. 1948 S is 11.3 million minted. And I seem to have a knack for finding 48 S's. I've probably found maybe 6 or 7 of them total this year. Pretty cool find. 1948 S semi-key date on the board. Still on that same roll, and a 1941 just popped out. This one also minted in San Francisco. Next roll, and I had to look at this under the loop for a minute. That is a 1958. So we will count it out of Denver, but man, that was chewed up. Roll 43 has another 1947 for us. This is going to be our 11th 40s of the box, and that is from Philadelphia. Roll number 44 has an old nickel here. This is a 1953 out of Philly. Roll 48, and we aren't done yet. And a 1947, 12th 40s of the box from Philly. Same roll a few coins later, and another 1947. This time it's out of Denver. Roll 49, and we have another find of 57 out of Denver. Box A is hunted, and it was a really cool find there. Box cooled off in the middle, but really picked up at the end. We have a total of 2 30s, 13 40s, 17 50s, the one semi-key date that I didn't count in the 40s, 109, 1 foreign, 1 buffalo. These don't count for anything, but 2 non-nickels in the nickel rolls. So, if you voted for box A, are you happy with that? Do you want to switch to box B and see what it has? Here's the card in the top corner of the video. If you want to switch your vote, this is your chance. That was a pretty solid box. I'm not going to tell you how many points it had, but I will say that it was above average. So let's see if box B can beat it. All the finds been moved to the top of the board. Switching out to box B. Now, if you remember, this one doesn't have a box code on it, or inspector code, like most of mine usually do. And we get to do a live opening on this. Nice circulated nickels. See a couple old ones right off the bat. Right there, right there, right there. No silver war nickels, no buffalo, enders, nothing standing out. But we got to see what's inside to score it. So let's get to cracking rolls. Well, it's going to take until roll 4 till we get our first find of box B. It's a 1952 out of Philly. This box needs to pick up the pace if it's got a shot at box A's finds. Roll 5 of box B. Must have heard me. We've got a 1949 out of Philly. And, yep, 1954 out of Denver. Roll number 6. Got another 40s for you. 1940 out of Philly, our second 40s of this box B. Roll number 7, and we've got a 1951, which means if there's an S mint mark on the back, we've got a semi-key date. Ooh, that is a rough back, and there is no mint mark there. So a 1951 P for the board, but no S. A few coins later, we've got a 1958 out of Denver. And the same roll, almost an ender, 1954 out of Philly. Nice roll. Roll number 9, nice spy. 1942, which is a transition year. Does not look silver by the edge, but we'll flip it anyway. No silver, just a 42p non-silver nickel. Just flip this around so I know it's a 51D, so no 51S semi-key date, but still another find to add. And we had an ender on that roll. 1952 Philly. Really adding the finds up. Roll 12 is going to have our fourth 40s of the box. It's a 1940 out of Philly. Roll 13, we've got another 50s. It's our 8th of the box, 1959. It looked like a 3 for a little bit. That is out of Denver. Roll 18, another 40s, 1946 out of Philly. Roll 19, we've got another 50s. This time in 1952 out of Philly. Okay, roll 22 is going to have a few finds. I didn't get this on camera, but this coin is dented and bent. But it's a 56, so it counts out of Philly. And then I saw this date as I was pushing the coins down. That is a first-year Jefferson, so if we get a mint mark, we get a key date nickel. aren't so lucky. Just a common date, Philadelphia, but still really cool. Our first 30s of the box. And one more that I know of for sure. 1959 out of Denver. So 3 finds in that one roll. Let's see what else we can find. Roll 23, and we've got our 11th 50s nickel of box B, 1958 out of Denver. Same box, and we've got our 7th 40s nickel of the box, a 47 out of Philly. Roll 25, another 1947. This one's out of Philly. Roll number 31, and we've got another 1948 out of Philly. Roll 32, another 40s, 1940 out of Philly. Roll 33, and we've got another 50s coin, 56, Denver. Roll 34, we've got a 1951. Estimate mark is a semi-key date. It's a D. So 51, that's number 14 from the 50s in this box. We'll keep going. Roll 35, 1956, Philly. Steady stream of finds. Roll 36 has a 1946 out of Philly. Well, I missed it. We have a buffalo. We have a dated buffalo in the box. How about that? 1920. No mint mark. It's a little worn, but that is a nice looking buffalo. 100-year-old coin in the box. Really interesting that both box A and B have a buffalo. This is going to make this hunt interesting to see which box ends up with the most points, but I'm just thrilled to get another buffalo. That's awesome. 1920. Buffalo, minted in Philly, in the box. Next roll number 37. We've got another 40s. 1941 out of Philly. Roll 38. Got our 11th 40s of box B, 1941 again, this time minted in Denver. Roll 41, and we have a 50s sandwich here. Got a 1958 out of Denver. And then 2 coins later, you saw this 1957 out of Denver. Roll 43. Another 1952 out of Philly. Same roll. And another 50s. Another 57 out of Philly. Roll 44, and we're up to 20 50s nickels in box B. 1959 out of Denver. Same roll. Number 21, that's a 56 out of Denver. Still on that same roll, and another 50s. 57 out of Philly. Roll 45. Boom. Second buffalo in this box. That's going to make things really interesting. Box A had a semi-keyed 8 and a buffalo. This box now has 2 buffaloes, so they're going to be pretty close. And it is worn slick. No mint mark. And I really can't see anything. I'll wipe it off. I'm probably going to have to nicodate this one. But wow. This battle is on with 5 rolls to go. It's slick because it is old. I hope you can make this out. I see 1919, 101-year-old Buffalo nickel in this box. 1919 is what I'm coming up with. Let me know if you disagree in the comments, but I'm pretty sure that's a 1919. Did not do a great job on the Nicodate. I apologize for that. But still, 2 Buffalo nickels in the box. There's no mint mark, so it's not a key date or a semi-key date, but still, it's an awesome find for this box. Happy to have it. Let's see how this box finishes out. Roll number 56. This box isn't going down without a fight. Got a 1954 out of Denver. I honestly have no idea who's going to win this battle, box A or box B. It's got to be close. We're on roll number 47, and this is number 24 from the 50s, 1959, out of Denver. Roll 49, 1954, out of Philly. Well, box 2 is hunted. Nothing else to find. The only thing left to do is tally up the scores and see if box A won or if box B won. It'll be interesting to see. It's got to be pretty close, so I'll be back with the score sheet in a minute. And here we are at the wrap-up. How do you think your box did? Box A had 1 Buffalo, no silvers, 2 2009 foreigns. We had 1 semi-key date, 2 from the 30s, 13 from the 40s, 17 from the 50s. Box B, 2 Buffalo nickels, no silver. We had the 109, and then we had 1 from the 30s, 12 from the 40s, and 25 from the 50s. The winner is box B, 61.5 points to 58.5 points. It was a close box battle, but both did really well. Here are the finds from box A. Here's that 1936 Buffalo, the 2 from the 30s, all from the 40s, no silver. Bunch from 1947. There's that 1948 S semi-key date nickel. Love that. And then the rest of the 50s. Some beat up ones there. The 1 foreign, 1996, with the fish from Bermuda. Had the 109, and then I didn't count these for any points, but we had a dime and a penny, so take that for what it's worth. And the finds from box B, those 2 Buffaloes. Really cool. 1 from the 30s, and then a 40s finds. No silver again. That's 2 boxes without silver, going through a little bit of a drought. And then the 50s, some really chewed up ones again, and the 109. I did go back through and check for all the others, errors and varieties, the overmint marks, the overdates, anything else, the double dies and the 1939 Ps. Didn't find any of them, so this hunt is done, and I had a blast doing it. I'm thinking about continuing this tradition of doing 2 boxes against each other in my future videos. Let me know if you want to see more videos like that, where I pick a box A and a box B and I hunt them from the same bank, maybe not the same branch, but give it a little bit of a different twist so that you got something to root for and watch as we go through and hunt these boxes. If you like this video and want to see more like it, click subscribe at the end of this video. Appreciate a thumbs up and leave a comment below if you've got a comment to give. And remember everyone, it's always a mystery till you crack open those rolls and you find out what is inside. Thanks for watching. Happy hunting. I'll catch you on the next one.